Carmen and Yurko.
Building off that bourbon analogy, like obviously when I put it in my barrel, it's not going to be ready in 6 months.
Right.
To Chris's point, like you can go into the rick house, take the bunghole out.
What?
That's what it's
What's
called.
going on here?
That's what it's called. You can taste the whiskey.
Oh, he's tasting it now.
Are there people that go right from the hole?
Yes.
Get Carmen and Yurko podcast at your favorite pod place or on the ESPN Chicago app. Carmen and Yurko, weekdays noon to 3, ESPN Chicago.
My husband and I were ready to sell our home of 25 years, so we got it appraised. We thought we knew what to expect, but when our home appraisal came back, we felt robbed. Compared to a similar home right around the corner, our appraisal was $80,000 less. That's a big difference. It was the same type of home in the same neighborhood in the same condition and age.
A recent study found that Latino and Black homeowners are about twice as likely as white homeowners to get low appraisals. For example, one Black homeowner received an appraisal more than double the original after removing family photos, Black art, and books from her home. If you believe your home has been unfairly appraised because of race or national origin, that could violate the Fair Housing Act. Contact HUD at hud.gov/fair housing. That's hud.gov/fair housing. Everyone has a right to fair housing. A public service message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
From the State Street Studio, this is WMVP WTBC HD2, Chicago.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Coming up on SportsCenter all night. Judge and the Yankees try and halt a skid as they take on Seager and the Rangers.
The 2-2. Volpe lines that into left field, a base hit. Gets one off his old buddy as Bellinger will score.
NFL training camps roll on with preseason right around the corner.
Every day we're growing. Everything is starting to come a lot easier. We're starting to make more plays, know what guys are good at in the scheme, and trying to fit the guys to do those type of things.
50 states in 50 days heads to the friendly confines of Wrigley Field.
When you get into this business, because you love sports in a way that it just defines who you are. So to be able to go home and to do something like I did with the team that is like the foundation of my sporting life is surreal in a way that I can't even describe.
Asia Wilson leads the Aces against the Valkyries.
The cradle and got rejected by Wilson. That's her 500th career block. Unbelievable. One of the better defensive players of this generation.
Plus, history 44 years in the making. Almost.
Swung on a weak chopper to second. Just high bounce handle. Rocchio throws out McNeil. 7 no-hit innings for Gavin Williams.
From the worldwide headquarters of ESPN, this is SportsCenter all night on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Now, here's Jay Reynolds.
Love that little tag, almost. SportsCenter all night, ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM, channel 80. There are those days at work. We've all had them. We show up, do our job, but case in point, in L.A. on Wednesday.
Stretch and the pitch. Then Ohtani swings, hits a high fly ball, left center field, deep. It is gone! A 2-run homer for Shohei Ohtani. And the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. Home run number 39 and his 1,000th career hit. Showtime at Dodger Stadium.
Milestone for Ohtani. That home run. Hit number 1,000. Oh, and he was pitching, too.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Went right back to the breaking ball. Wynn throws the bat away in frustration. Ohtani strikes out the side in the fourth. 8 strikeouts for Shohei Ohtani.
AM 570 LA Sports. Ohtani, 4 innings on the mound, a season-high 8 strikeouts. But fast forward to the 8th.
Vesia from the stretch. The pitch. Walker swings, and he lines that left center. Base hit. Around third, Burleson. He's going to score. The throw to the third base area is safe. Down to second. Making it in safely. At second base was Walker. And the throw goes into right. Wynn's going to score. The Cardinals have the lead. The Dodgers make a mistake. And the Cardinals come up with a 2-run 8th inning to lead 4-3.
Not the phrase you want to hear. Throw to the third base area. Little mistake there allows the go-ahead run to go in. Oh, and just for good measure in the ninth.
A swing, and there's a fly ball center field. That's hit deep. Pies can't catch it. The ball's off the wall. One run's going to score, and stopping over at third, Herrera on the RBI double by Nootbaar. The Cardinals lead 5-3.
That would be your final. St. Louis with the win, 5-3. Cardinals Radio Network. Cardinals first time winning a series on the road against the Dodgers since August of 2018. Dodgers falling to 3-9 at home since the 4th of July. Tied for the fourth worst in Major League Baseball over that span. Shohei Ohtani, though, does get career hit number 1,000, seventh player in big league history with 1,000 hits as a batter and 500 strikeouts as a pitcher. Fifth fastest batter in baseball history to 1,000 hits and 250 homers. Took him 973 games. Speaking of reaching a milestone, Brewers were in Atlanta on Wednesday.
Strider's 3-2 pitch. And this is a high fly ball out to right. White is back at the track. Bye-bye baseball. Blake Perkins, his third hit of the night. He goes big fly to right. It's a 2-run home run. And the Brewers lead it 5-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Trevor McGill slams the door, and the Brewers have won 6 in a row. It's a 6-0 road trip for the Crew, and they are the first team in Major League Baseball to reach 70 wins. It's the fastest to 70 wins in franchise history.
Took them just 114 games this season, 620 WTMJ, 70 wins in 114 games, including 6 straight, as you heard, 5-4 over the Braves, who fall to 5-13 since the All-Star break, worst in baseball over that span. But the Brewers hit that milestone of 70 wins, first in baseball to that milestone this season. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio. The year was 1981. Ronald Reagan was president. Dodgers beat the Yankees in the World Series. Chrissy Everett, John McEnroe, now our colleagues, were champions at Wimbledon that summer. Raiders of the Lost Ark was in theaters. The Jeffersons were on TV. And in heavy rotation on your radio, the year was 1981. And in May of 1981, Len Barker tossed a perfect game for Cleveland against the Blue Jays. Cleveland hasn't seen a no-hitter since. Longest active no-hitter drought in the majors. Wednesday, Guardians, Mets.
Gavin Williams rocks into his delivery. Here it comes. Swung on a weak chopper to second. Chest high bounce handle. Rocchio throws out McNeil. 7 no-hit innings for Gavin Williams. Swinging a little dribbler to first. Even with the bag, Santana Glove steps on the bag. No-hitter stays intact. Gavin Williams 3 outs away from putting his name in the record book.
So here we go to the ninth. You can feel it. 1 out. Gavin Williams 2 outs away from Cleveland's first no-hitter in 44 years.
Into the motion, the 1-0. Swung on, pounded, deep center field. Martinez, track, wall, leaps. It's off the wall. Karam's back toward the infield. And now the umpires are saying it hit the back wall. And Karam back onto the field, a home run. And Juan Soto does it again to Cleveland. A solo homer to dead center. No hitter gone, shutout gone.
You can hear it in the voice of Tom Hamilton on WTAM. Bad news, lost the no-hitter, lost the shutout. Good news, Guardians get the win, 4-1 over the Mets. Gavin Williams, 8 2/3, gave up just the 1 hit. Walked 4, struck out 6, had that no-hit bid through 1 out in the 9th. Got retired 15 consecutive batters before the no-hitter was broken up on that Soto homer. But he gets the win.
Gavin, when did you know that you had a no-hitter going?
I'd say the 7th. Looked up there in the 7th, saw it. When I came in, I was like, hopefully they don't take me out. And then the bottom of the 8th came. I was like, I'm about to do this. I got to do it. Hedgie, props to Hedgie the whole game.
You know, you started off and you walked a couple people, and we talked about walks bothering you a little bit. That second inning, what helped you get out of that second inning to get into a groove?
Yeah, Hedgie came out to the mound, and my body language wasn't the best. He could see it, and he literally came out there and was like, you need to pick it up. I don't want to see the body language anymore, and he kind of pushed me through it.
I think the thing I love about what you've gone through this season is that you were frustrated in the first half, and you've changed your delivery, you've worked on so many things. What does it mean to you now that you've done all those things and you're seeing the results pay off in games?
Yeah, it's a big thing. Just going to the pitching lab, all the pitching coaches helping me out day in and day out, even the video guys, they're amazing, helping me do what I'm doing, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
That last inning, the ninth inning, you start throwing the curveball effectively early in the count. Was that your plan, those first three batters, to start with the curve and then go back to your other pitches?
Honestly, I don't even know the plan. Me and Hedgie didn't even talk, didn't even look at each other. Just going out there as another inning.
Gavin Williams with Cleveland Guardians TV after the 4-1 win over the Mets. Mets one hit in the last 14 innings played. Third road series sweep of at least 3 games for Cleveland. Sports Center all night. ESPN Radio to Denver. Oh, boy. The Rockies. They do have 30 wins. They did score on Wednesday. They scored, do the math, 1. As for Toronto.
First pitch to Bichette, and he comes after the first pitch and sends one on a ride out toward right center field. It's up, and gone over the wall for a 3-run shot for Bo Bichette. It's Davis Schneider to lead things off for the Blue Jays, top of the order, and first pitch swinging from Chi-Vie, and he rips one to left field on a line drive home run. Schneider goes yard to start the 6th, and the Blue Jays increase their lead to 7-1. And Schneider gives one a ride to center field, back looking up and watching it go. Davis Schneider with another bomb. His second homer of the ball game is a 3-run shot. It travels 454 feet, and the Blue Jays now lead 19-1.
Who's going to give up an at-bat? Nobody wants to give up an at-bat.
Well, nobody wants to give up an at-bat. What do I say? Back to back and belly to belly. Ernie Clement with a solo bomb. It's 20-1.
Now was the final. Blue Jays hang on for the win by 19. Sportsnet 590 The Fan. 45 runs, franchise high for a 3-game series as they beat Colorado 20-1 on Wednesday. 63 hits, most by any team in a 3-game series since at least 1900. Bo Bichette, 10 RBI in the series. Rockies, meanwhile, 45 runs allowed in the series. They have a minus -316 run differential this season. Rockies giving up 45 over 3 games. They've lost 4 straight overall. Nationals had dropped 6 straight, giving up 70 runs over those 6 games, including giving up 16 to the Athletics on Tuesday. Wednesday, the middle game of their series, they gave up just 1. But they'd still scored only 1 until the 9th.
Kelly ready. He kicks and deals. Abrams a looping line drive, shallow left. That's going to fall for a hit. Hassel's being waved in. The throw to the plate from Soderstrom on 2 bounces. Gets off the glove of the catcher. Hassel scores, and the Nationals win. They had a chance to throw him out, but Langoliers could not hold on to the throw. They're mobbing C.J. Abrams behind second base as the Nationals win in walk-off style 2-1.
For Abrams' 3rd career walk-off hit, his first since 2023. Nationals Radio Network. Washington, the 2-1 win over the Athletics. 5th walk-off win this season. Their first since June 19th against the Rockies. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio. Preseason football is upon us, and that brings with it joint practices. And that tends to bring with it some animosity. Wednesday, Patriots Commanders practicing together. They get into it. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel jumps into the fray, goes into the pile of players, comes out with a bloodied cheek. Patriots wide receiver Demario Douglas.
Man, that shows a lot, man, about our coach, man. He'll do anything for us, and that's love right there.
He got cut, too.
Yeah.
Showing off the cut and everything, too.
Yeah, I said, Coach, what's wrong with you, man? He said, hey, you should see the other guy. So, I laughed at that for sure.
That's their wide receiver. As for their quarterback, Drake May.
That's what we're trying to build, I think. And it starts with the coach, starts with the head coach, the intensity, bringing it every day, taking no crap, we're out there on the field. But also it comes at a time where with our guys offensively and getting over there and getting some tussles and kind of having some penalties and extra after the whistle can get us in trouble. But for mentality, I like it. I think that's what you want. I mean, I almost got in there, but I think maybe another day, maybe. So we'll see.
What happened? Have any idea what started? It seemed like Travian Henderson might have been in pass protection.
Yeah, I think pass pro. I think it's physical. It's a physical game. It's a man's game, and things happen out there. I'm not sure if anything on this field happened, but I think there's a time where obviously you don't want to come out here and fight and get in trouble, but at the same time you don't want to back down from nobody. So I'm sure coach will give the mind, kind of preach we can't have that, but at the same time, kind of in the back of our minds. That's kind of how we want to play. The intensity and kind of when the whistle's going, play hard. And the whistle stops, get off and get away.
Drake May wanting to build the intensity as he heads into year 2 in the NFL. As for what we should be expecting, ESPN analyst Louis Riddick.
Just his level of comfort, his level of mastery of this offense is going to be totally new to him, and it has a lot of new components. I mean, 4/5 of this offensive line wasn't on this team last year. I mean, so it's a totally new group up front. They're integrating new running backs, drafting Travian Henderson out of Ohio State. They have new wide receivers now. And they draft Kyle Williams out of Washington State, who has a rookie. He looks fantastic. Stephon Diggs coming off of the injury to his ACL. He's going to be a big component of this. So there's a lot that Drake has to kind of take in, all while at the same time trying to master an offense that puts a lot on the quarterback and a lot on his ability to really make good decisions both pre-snap and post-snap. So, look, I think for him, it's just a nice, steady progression that you want to look for in his ability to get this team in and out of the huddle, not have negative plays, not turn the football over, and just grow throughout the course of the season, with all the new players that are also trying to grow and gel and come together.
And the other side of this practice, another year 2 quarterback, didn't see that he needed to grow at all in Jayden Daniels. Coming off a run of the NFC Championship game, he looked like a veteran from snap 1, but he's still a year 2 guy. So what kind of growth do you want to see from Jayden this season?
Look, I think a lot of the growth that you'll see from him is going to be predicated on how about having his best players around him, so he doesn't have to kind of go outside of structure and do things that maybe you wouldn't normally ask him to do, which is run the offense efficiently, see the field clearly, get the offense in and out of the huddle, push the ball down the field. They need Terry McLaurin on the team in order for Jayden to kind of realize his full potential. See, we're falling into this trap very quickly with Jayden Daniels in terms of the discussion surrounding whether or not he's going to have a year or 2 slump, of thinking that this guy's been playing for 5-6 years. He was just a rookie last year, which speaks to, Matt, as you know, just how good this young man was. But if you start taking away weapons from him and you start making him do more, what do you think that's going to do to his growth? Right. It's going to make it even more lumpy and uneven because he's going to try to do more things than he should. So I think it's important for this Washington front office to come to some kind of resolution with Terry McLaurin, because they just don't have enough outside of that in order for you to say, Jayden will be fine no matter what. He won't be. I think this is a big, big contract negotiation to keep an eye on.
Commanders and Patriots, Friday preseason action in New England. Blocking it out. That's next. SportsCenter All Night continues. It's ESPN Radio.
We are on September 2nd moving to ESPN Radio, which is also my roots, I'm proud to say.
The return of Rich Eisen.
To be able to go back to where my career started was something that I never thought possible.
September 2nd, weekdays from noon to 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN Plus, and on Disney Plus. More SportsCenter All Night coming up next.
This is Al.
It is our privilege to welcome in the great Al Michaels.
And this is Mike.
Mike Tirico is in our studio.
They talk to a lot of people about sports.
You know, it's always great to talk with you guys. It's my favorite call-in show.
And they enjoy talking to Waddle and Sylvie the most.
You travel around the country. There's no radio show I like listening to more. I like coming on more.
So be like Mike.
I say it all the time. I love you guys. You guys are as good as it gets.
And Al.
Unbelievable.
And talk to Waddle and Sylvie.
I can listen to you guys.
Afternoons on ESPN 1000.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
The Bears voted in favor of banning the tush push. They know what the play was, or they're just going on the term tush push. That doesn't sound very posh. Is that a profane term? I don't want it.
It sounds uncomfortable. Go ahead.
That too.
Ow! Ouchie! I haven't done that. Ouchie!
Cap and J Hood presented by ESPN Bet. Weekday morning 7 to 10 on ESPN Chicago and the ESPN Chicago app.
Every 65 seconds, someone in the United States develops Alzheimer's disease. Many don't even know it.
I just knew that I wasn't the high-performing person I used to be. Pieces of my past are being erased. I was lucky we caught this at the very earliest stages. I hope that my story can give other people hope. There is life to be lived. Increasingly, there will be treatments. We need to invest even more in research and finding treatments and cures.
Bright Focus Foundation's Alzheimer's Disease Research Program has invested more than $175 million in breakthrough research.
If your loved one or you yourself are sitting there thinking, something is wrong, I'm not who I used to be, you can get some answers and you can get them for free.
Call us at 1-855-345-6237 or visit us online at brightfocus.org/brainhealth to learn more.
Courtney Cronin, the latest from Hallis Hall, and wherever Bears roam in Chicago. Be an informed fan with ESPN Chicago, brought to you by Costa Ivona.
Listening to Sports Center all night on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Now, here's Jay Reynolds.
Glad you can make Sports Center all night part of your night. Sports Center all night is presented by Progressive Insurance. Get renters insurance to protect the things that make your place a home, including coverage for theft or damage. Visit progressive.com. Milestone in the WNBA on Wednesday.
The cradle and got rejected by Wilson. That's her 500th career block. Unbelievable. One of the better defensive players of this generation.
Defense, offense, there's not much that A'ja Wilson can't do.
Milestone on defense for A'ja Wilson. Was also contributing on offense.
In the pass in the post entry. You got to work out every time you have a mismatch.
The response from Wilson. She bangs it in. What a player. She wanted that ball right back to respond.
How it sounded on NBA TV. Aces a 78-72 win over the Valkyries, who have consecutive losses for the first time since the All-Star break. The 78 points tied for the second fewest allowed in a loss this season. They're 13-3 now when allowing fewer than 80 points. The Aces, meanwhile, have won 7 of their last 10 after starting the season 9-11. It includes wins over the Valkyries in each of the last 2 games. For A'ja Wilson, 27 points, 7 rebounds, couple of blocks, now has 500 career blocks, as you heard. Reaches 5,000 points and 500 blocks in 253 career games, surpassing Lauren Jackson for the fewest in WNBA history. Little League Baseball, Golden Hill from Southern California, an 11-0 win over Northern California. They go to the West Regional Championship game against Honolulu. Going back to 1990, the West Regional Championship game has featured at least one team from California every year, except for 3 times, 2008, 2019, and 2022. Oregon into the Northwest Region Championship Friday. They'll face Washington. Connecticut stays alive, beating New Jersey. They'll face New York in the Metro Regional Championship Friday. The elimination game in New England ends on a walk-off walk. New Hampshire beating Vermont. They'll face the team from Massachusetts in the final. Southeast Region also came down to the final at-bat.
2-2. Hit on a line. Deep field. Off the wall. 1 run is in. 2 runs will score. Giuliani coming home. Ball game. South Carolina walks it off. Brady Westbrooks. A 3-run double to end it. Huge upset.
Rally for the 5-4 win South Carolina does. They capture this Southeast Regional. Sports Center all night. ESPN Radio. Thursday, August 7th. It's the birthday of our own Lee Corso. Coach is 90 today.
When LC puts on the headgear every Saturday morning, that is the moment when the day of football can start.
Could have never have dreamt that it would have become where we are today, where fans every week, that's what they wait for, to see which headgear he's going to put on.
I like Ohio State's speed and power, but I question their place kicker and their punter.
The headgear tradition started in 1996 at Ohio State. Herb Street was fairly new on the show, and Kirk's wife, Allison, had been an Ohio State cheerleader.
He thought I might have some kind of in to try to get Brutus his headgear.
They had to do some very high-level, tense negotiations.
I'm telling you, it took 3 or 4 different back and forths until finally they green-lighted Brutus.
I'm telling you one thing.
Let's just examine the Brutus head. It's a head representing a nut, a 2-tone nut.
I like the Buckeyes.
So it's ridiculous looking. You can't help but laugh.
And when he sensed that that was an entertaining moment that resonated with fans across the sport, he embraced it, and it's become a beloved tradition.
Colorado and a big upset.
I remember him as a young kid watching College Game Day, and Lee Corso was on there putting on the headgear. He is College Game Day.
I feel like I've been watching Lee Corso do that since, I was in high school. The different antics he's used and mascots he's used has been pretty incredible.
Pirate Wolf costume, a purple cow.
To this day, I still watch and anticipate to see what he's going to do.
Go Navy, beat Army.
Seeing him fire off the guns is pretty funny.
My favorite one, we're at Texas, and McConaughey starts wrestling the LSU Tiger head off of LC. There was a little trickle of blood.
Katy Perry was incredible. Like, she damn near broke my man's nose, taking the mask I had off of him.
How can you pick against that super?
He's thrown out some words that might needed to be edited.
My favorite memories definitely include live animals.
We got a live duck loose on the set.
He's not afraid of gamecocks. He's not afraid of alligators. He's not afraid of dogs of any kind.
That dog is beautiful. That dog is ugly. Give me this thing here.
I think the best part is when Coach does the okey-doke, where he grabs one head, gets ready to put it on, and then he chucks it to the side and grabs the other one.
Shout out to Lee Corso, turning 90 on Thursday. College football around the corner, so is preseason NFL. That's next. It's ESPN Radio.
What's up, kiddos? Clinton Yates here. Coming up on Thursday, two-a-days features the Saints and the Falcons, and we'll tell you how Cal Raleigh might have squandered his AL MVP crown. That's Thursday on Clinton and Friends at 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. I hate you, Dad.
The The Waddle and Sylvie audio experience.
What are those guys' names?
Siegfried and Roy. One of them's gone.
They both died.
Are they both done?
Yes, sir. That's another name or names. When you're younger, you always got it mixed up when you heard it.
Siegfried and Roy?
I thought there were three of them. I thought there was Sig. I thought there was Fried. And I thought there was Roy. I'm like, where's the third dude?
Oh, I just got cramped.
I
got a laughing cramp.
If you missed something, get the podcast on the ESPN Chicago app.
Or listen live daily 2:30 to 6:30. ESPN Chicago.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
To help those who want to be helped but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Small businesses are the heart of America. Like you, these entrepreneurs started out with a dream and the drive to build a better life. If you have a small business idea to grow or challenge to face, you don't have to go it alone. Since 1964, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses. Today, they are the nation's largest nonprofit source of expert mentoring, resources, and education. Whether you're starting out, building back, or have worked at it for years, SCORE will match you with specialized mentors. Our thousands of volunteers provide the guidance and connections you need for free. Your success is waiting. SCORE is ready to help. Find a mentor today at SCORE.org.
Tune into I'm Over It on ESPN Chicago's Unsportsmanlike. Weekday mornings 5 to 7. Brought to you by Roofers Union Local 11.
You're listening to Sports Center all night on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Now, here's Jay Reynolds.
Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio, taking you to 6 o'clock Eastern Time. Evan, Candy, Michelle, Unsportsmanlike comes your way each weekday morning, 6 to 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Half-hour headlines on Sports Center all night.
The Dodgers ultimately lose to the Cardinals, but Shohei Ohtani has a season high in strikeouts over his 4 innings of work, and he hits a home run for career hit number 1,000. Cleveland's Gavin Williams comes 2 outs shy of a no-hitter for the Guardians. Patriots coach Mike Vrabel, a little bloodied, trying to break up a fracas at joint practice on Wednesday with Washington. Tension aside, Vrabel's expectations for the preseason opener?
I would say most everybody that's healthy should expect to play in the game. How long they'll play, I don't know, but we have to prepare to play in football games and prepare to win football games. So that's the mentality that we're going to take.
Patriots and Commanders on Friday in the preseason opener. Also on the slate this week, Jaguars and Steelers. Pittsburgh quarterback Aaron Rodgers, will he play?
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting conversation. I think Mike and I will have that at some point. I don't think it's in the plan for me to play this week, but Whatever Mike wants to do, I'm fully on board. If he wants me to go out there and play, I'll play. If not, then I won't. I've said a lot, with all due respect, then I can say whatever I want. Preseason football is not necessarily real football because the defenses just don't do a whole lot. And the offenses don't either. So you go out there with a very limited playbook against the defenses playing one-eye zone, one-eye man, or two-eye zone. And there's not much pressure. There's oftentimes communication between the coaches about, hey, we're not going to pressure this week, or hey, we need to see a little bit of pressure. It's really about the operation. Now, that is where you can actually gain something from the preseason is you have 40 seconds. Right? There's a play clock out here, but it's not always adhered to. So you have 40 seconds to call the play, to get to the line of scrimmage, to get us in the right situation, and to go out and do it. And I think there's something to be gained for that. But as opposed to kind of when I got in the league, I would say, there's less schematic stuff that you're going to see in the regular season.
So up in the air for Aaron Rodgers, Steelers, Jaguars this week. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio.
For Jerry Jones, though, he's not concerned about Micah and the contract, believing it eventually will get done.
What it is what it is, and we'll work through it or not work through it.
Once again, Jerry Jones wants to let everybody know that his yardstick's bigger than anybody else.
The cloud that hangs over the Dallas Cowboys, still the Micah Parsons contract situation, and whether he'll be on the field come the start of the season. Earlier on ESPN Radio, our Emmett Golden.
I think the kind of the issue with the players is I think they're getting tired of that. Like every team goes through negotiations, even ones that are a little bit public. I'll go back, Myles Garrett requested a trade and told everybody on Radio Row, I want out of Cleveland. The Browns, their ownership, front office, all they ever said is, we love Myles, he's going to be a Brown. Well, he said he wanted to go. We love Myles, he's going to be a Brown. And Myles came back, had a big smile on his face, and Jerry just likes to kind of poke and pick and just like, na, you can't go anywhere. He loves to do that. I think players are getting tired of it.
But it's an urgent situation in Dallas, isn't it? Earlier on Unsportsmanlike, our Michelle Smallman.
He's as urgent as the snail, guys. What are we talking about? You're urgent. You know what the number is. You know what it's going to take to get this done. If you were urgent, we wouldn't even be talking about this. If you were urgent, you would have gotten this done last offseason when Micah Parsons came to the table and said, hey, why don't we just hash this out now?
So there's all this focus on the situation in Dallas. Maybe that's what's wanted. Earlier on ESPN Radio, our Amber Wilson.
He is getting paid right now. Everybody's acting like the Cowboys are doing Micah so wrong. And I don't like how the Cowboys do business, but I will say I also don't ever end up feeling particularly bad for the player because all of these guys end up getting paid. And they're also being paid while we're talking about them getting paid. So they end up being okay. And Micah in particular will end up being okay because you keep mentioning his podcast. He's cut a little bit from that same cloth that Jerry Jones is, where he likes the attention too.
And the cloud continues to hang over the Dallas Cowboys as we head into the preseason, the first full weekend coming up this week. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio. Then there's the situation with quarterback Matthew Stafford. The Rams quarterback dealing with an aggravated disc. Earlier on ESPN Radio, our Mark Zinno.
I'm not a doctor, but I do know this much. If you're getting an epidural and you're not in the middle of having a child, it feels like it's a problem. That's not routine maintenance. Routine maintenance is take 800 milligrams ibuprofen and call me in the morning. Routine maintenance is like sitting in the hot tub or the cold soak for 30 minutes. Routine maintenance is getting a deep tissue massage. Getting an epidural, there's nothing routine about it. Somebody is putting a needle in your spine. That's not routine.
Matthew Stafford reportedly receiving that epidural as he deals with that aggravated disc. Veteran quarterback trying to stay healthy on the field. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio. Back to the diamond. Yankees, Rangers, tight one.
The 0-2. Driven in the air to left field and deep. Goldschmidt has given the Yankees the lead. Off the bench and out the yard. Another 2-2 coming. He got him. Ball game. And it was the splitter. A much-needed Yankee victory after a gutsy 5-out save from David Bednar. And the Yankees maintain their lead in the wild card race over the Rangers.
So it sounded on the YES Network, a 3-2 win for the Yankees on the go-ahead pinch hit homer from Paul Goldschmidt in the 7th inning, his second pitch hit home run this season.
Paul, this team was in desperate need of a win. Bednar came in for a 5-out save. Just what did you think of his effort out there tonight, grinding it out?
Yeah, it was amazing to come in and get 5 outs there. And I don't know how many pitches he threw, but to get that last out, he's a competitor out there. I faced him a lot when he was in Pittsburgh, and we had all the confidence in the world and knew he was going to get the job done.
You mentioned facing him when he was in Pittsburgh. What makes him so tough on the mound?
I mean, just his competitive nature out there. He was attacking, and then, of course, he's got 3 really good pitches, and you never know what he's going to do, and just a really gutsy effort tonight by him when we needed it.
It looked like he may have ended it 2 batters earlier. Did you think that he got Seager on that 3-2 split there?
I mean, it was close. I mean, I can't really see from my angle. Obviously, I want the call, but, it's not going to come easy every time or most times, so just kind of show the person he is, the competitor he is, to go out there and get Dole straight there.
Hey, your swing of the bat in the 7th was a difference maker in this one. How do you prepare for a situation like that going up against Garcia?
I'm getting a lot more practice this year, pinch hitting, but just be ready. And I just think of it kind of like my first step out of the game and not try to think too much about it. Just be ready to go. And, I got down and got down 0-2 and fortunately, was able to get a pitch up and get out of there.
What's the emotion like in that situation when you know you give your team a lead and they're in desperate need of a lead?
Before that at bat, I just reminded myself not to try to do too much. We're late in the game, and the way we've been playing, sometimes, you may try to do too much. So I just wanted to kind of stay calm, just try to get on base, and, when we do that, some good things can happen. But obviously, once I got that, I'm rounding the bases. I know we got a shot there and how much we want to win. So it feels good, and then just kind of locking into those last few innings.
The Yankees win, snaps a 5-game losing streak and a 6-game skid on the road. SportsCenter all night, ESPN Radio. Royals and Red Sox.
And the next one, swing and a ball well hit. Deep left field, that's way back there, and that is out of here. A home run for Jonathan India over the monster, a 3-run homer. And the Royals have some daylight finally. They lead it 6-2 here in the 7th inning.
They go on to a 7-3 win over Boston. Bobby Witt Jr., first player in baseball history with 15 homers and 30 stolen bases in each of his first 4 seasons. 96.5 The Fan with the call. Red Sox have their 7-game win streak come to an end, but they do sign outfielder Roman Anthony to an 8-year contract extension, locking up the former #1 prospect in the middle of his rookie season. It includes a 5-year, $5 million signing bonus, $130 million according to sources. The 21-year-old has had a standout year in his first year in the majors. SportsCenter all night, ESPN Radio. As for the Rays, they were facing the Angels on Wednesday.
3rd straight inning with a new reliever for the Angels. The pitch. Swinging a ball drilled deep to left field. This is way back and crushed and gone. And the Rays lead. Their 4th home run of the day makes it 5-4 Tampa Bay in the 7th. Wow, the sound on that one.
620 WDAE, 5-4 Rays beat the Angels, all 5 runs, courtesy of the home run. Tampa Bay gets back-to-back wins for the first time since July 18th and 19th. Orioles a 5-1 win over the Phillies, whose loss snaps a 3-game win streak. The Orioles snap a 3-game losing streak. The 2 teams from Chicago in action on Wednesday. White Sox were in Seattle.
Cannon ready. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Delivers. Swing and a well-hit ball. Deep to left field. Holy smokes, it is over the out-of-town scoreboard. A rocket to left center. Julio Rodriguez with number 21 on the season scores 3 more.
Seattle Sports 7:10 a.m. Mariners an 8-6 win over the White Sox. White Sox fall on the road. Cubs at home.
Swanson, it's a high fly ball, deep left field. Fraley going back, looks up, it's gone! Dansby Swanson leaves the yard, and the Cubs now up 3-0 over the Reds here in the 7th. For Swanson, that's his 18th home run. And the pitch. A fly ball hit to deep left center field. This may go. It's gone! Ian Happ goes the other way. It's 5-0 Cubs. A solo shot by Happ. That's his 16th of the year.
Cubs Radio Network. It's a 6-1 win for the Cubs over the Reds as they avoid being swept. SportsCenter all night, ESPN Radio.
SportsCenter, 50 states and 50 days.
We go coast to coast. We going coast to coast.
On ESPN Radio.
50 states in 50 days. This time, Illinois. The Little League team from Illinois Wednesday winning the Great Lakes Region Championship. Their first. Land of Lincoln. In 1818, it became our 21st state. Wednesday, it became nostalgic.
You know, the best part of these 50 states in 50 days is when our people get to go home and bring the experience to our viewers. And that includes Nicole Briscoe, who joins us now from Wrigley Field today. Nicole, quite a day for you. Take us through it all.
I'm not even sure I can, Kevin. I swear to God, I think I blacked out for most of the day. You and I have talked about this. When you get into this business, you get into this business because you love sports in a way that it just defines who you are. So to be able to go home and to do something like I did today with the team that is like the foundation of my sporting life is surreal in a way that I can't even describe. So to be on the field at Wrigley, to throw out the first pitch, to sing the 7th inning stretch. Dude, is this real life? I can't bounce it, and I have to do it from the mound. Those are the rules. Aim for the top of your head, even now. I've been practicing.
Please welcome to the mound, Nicole Briscoe.
This is for you. My heart is like coming out of my chest right now. Holy crap. I got the thumbs up. That's all I want. That's all I wanted. I'm literally shaking because this is on. Hello, Chicago! Woo! My voice is terrible, but we know how this goes. We do it together. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball. You're like, why didn't you go into a career in singing? Like, it's absurd for me to listen to it. But it was an incredible experience. And not for nothing, there was an immaculate inning by the Cubs right before that. Their first since like 2022. And then out of the 7th inning stretch, sung by moi, Dansby Swanson hit a home run, and then they exploded from 4 more runs. So honestly, I'm just on speed dial with the team for the rest of the season. Thank you very much. It's obviously all me.
Nicole Briscoe, dream day in Illinois. Illinois, much more than the Cubs, obviously. Earlier on ESPN Radio, on Amber and Ian.
Our original boss was born in Illinois. Walt Disney.
Yes. How about the first Dairy Queen? Opened on June 22nd, 1940.
When it comes to that blizzard, man, it is amazing.
Yeah, because I mean, I worked for many years at a TCBY. You know, I worked at Ben &
you know what I'm
Jerry's
talking
and Baskin Robbins, and so I worked at I never worked at Dairy Queen, but I will say this: all of those other ice cream chains, that we all had our versions of the Blizzard. Nothing touches the Blizzard.
Thank you.
Morton, Illinois is known as the pumpkin capital of the world because more than 85% of packaged pumpkin is processed there.
Huh.
Twinkies were also invented in Illinois. Twinkies.
What?
April 6, 1930 in Schiller Park, Illinois.
Okay.
There is still a Twinkie in that original building.
Right.
From
That's
1936.
From 1930.
That is still edible right now.
100%.
The largest bakery in the world is the Nabisco plant in Chicago. The massive facility spans 1,800,000 square feet and employs over 1,200 workers.
Give me a gummy and let me go there.
Chicago pizza. Chicago pizza, Ian. Overrated? Underrated?
I'm not a deep dish guy. I'm not. I'm sorry.
I've never met a pizza I hate.
We heard Caleb Williams gushing over the chance to see Chicago-style pizza as the Bears were drafting him last year. But if you're a fan of The Daily Show, you know Jon Stewart doesn't quite hold the same love.
So let me explain something. Deep dish pizza is not only not better than New York pizza, it's not pizza. It's a casserole. I'm surprised you haven't thought to complete your deep dish pizza by putting some canned onion rings on top of it. This is not pizza! pizza. This is tomato soup in a bread bowl. When I look at your deep dish pizza, I don't know whether to eat it or throw a coin in it and make a wish.
Jon Stewart, lover of New York pizza. You can check out the full rant on The Daily Show. Straight ahead, Twins finally get one. Sports Center All Night continues. It's ESPN Radio.
50 states in 50 days continues.
From the Buckeye State, the great state of Ohio.
Land of 10,000 lakes. We are in Mississippi.
Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway.
Never have to ask anyone if they're doing an Ironman or a half Ironman because they'll just tell you.
Okay, there you go.
50 states, 50 days. This is Sports Center on tour.
More Sports Center all night. Coming up next.
Carmen and Yurko.
Building off that bourbon analogy, like obviously when I put it in my barrel, it's not going to be ready in 6 months.
Right.
To Chris's point, like you can go into the rick house, take the bunghole out.
What?
That's what it's called.
What?
That's what it's called. You can taste the whiskey.
Oh, he's tasting it now.
Are there people that go right from the hole?
Yes.
Get Carmen and Yurko podcast at your favorite pod place or on the ESPN Chicago app. Carmen and Yurko, weekdays noon to 3, ESPN Chicago.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
Lot from Professor Carmen DeFalco.
Not too many people that can have sports knowledge and also whiskey bourbon knowledge.
Carmen's amazing. I do like whiskeys and bourbons. Still kind of a novice, and he helps me understand a little bit better what I should be looking for.
I'm a hardcore bourbon guy, and I listen to Carmen Yurko every day.
He can pull out the very essentials that I can't even taste.
Stay tuned for details on the next session of Whiskey U, an ESPN Chicago production.
Mama, what does the chicken say?
Chicken. Oh, okay.
When the wolf?
Oh, a wolf.
Ooh! What about the tiny dog? Cat. Owl. Dolphin? What does the turkey say? Whale.
Yeah, whale sound.
Do the giraffe.
Giraffe, really? Okay. Giraffe.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right.
Visit NHTSA.gov.
/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Carmen and Yurko, weekdays now noon to 3 on Chicago's home for sports, ESPN Chicago.
You're listening to Sports Center all night on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Now, here's Jay Reynolds.
Sports Center all night presented by Progressive. Twins haven't seen this since the start of June, and that was against the Athletics.
The pitch swung on, a fly ball, well struck right center field. That ball's going to be up and against the wall. On his way to third base is Wallner. They're going to wave him. Here comes second base is Jeffers, and he's got himself an RBI double. And the Twins retake the lead here in the 5th inning.
Treasure Island Baseball Network. Twins a 9-4 win over the Tigers. First series win since mid-July, July 11th through the 13th against the Pirates. The first series victory on the road since June 2nd through the 5th against the Athletics. Twins get the win. Jack Flaherty, 8 hits allowed, tied for the most this season. Marlins and Astros.
Reliever came on to get the final out. Hernandez hits one high in the air and deep, out to left. Sanchez is back at the track. He leaps up, and it's gone. Big Bert, homer number 6. Heriberto Hernandez with a solo blast, and it's 5-2 fish in the bottom of the third.
It would be a 6-4 win for the Marlins over the Astros. Marlins scoring 6 runs on 14 hits. The Astros loss snaps a 7-game win streak against the Marlins. Tight one between the Padres and the Diamondbacks.
1-1. Swinging a drive into right. Carroll going back at the warning track, looking up, and it's gone. Ryan O'Hearn, a game-tying solo home run in the 9th inning. His first home run as a San Diego Padre. And just like that, the Padres tie it in the 9th. It's 2-2.
97.3 The Fan and Sam Levitt, friend of our producer, Jake. Padres a 3-2 win over the Diamondbacks. O'Hearn goes 1 for 4 with his 14th home run of the season. Giants a 4-2 win over the Pirates. Major League high 9th win this season when trailing after 7 innings. No other team has more than 7. Giants double up the Pirates with the 4-2 win. Giants get a win, but they're still 5 games out of a wild card spot, 8 games back in the division. As for the team at the top of that division, that's part of Wednesday's Top Sounds. We check in with Ed Benkin.
Sports Center all night.
Oh, my goodness. Check it out on Sports Center tonight.
Today's Top Sound.
How good is that? Are you ready to take?
Number 5.
Jay, we start in Chavez Ravine, where the Dodgers fell to the Cardinals, but Shohei Ohtani went deep for a major milestone. The call on AM 570 LA Sports.
Stretch on the pitch. And Ohtani swings, hits a high fly ball, left center field deep. It is gone! A 2-run homer for Shohei Ohtani. And the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. Home run number 39 and his 1,000th career hit. Showtime at Dodger Stadium.
Number 4.
In Philadelphia, the Orioles used the long ball to avoid a sweep at the hands of the Phillies. We get the call from WBAL in Baltimore.
First pitch swinging and drilled. You can forget it. That ball sailed into the seats. Kobe Mayo, a 3-run shot.
Number 3.
Back to Southern California now, where the Angels fell to the Rays as Jake Mangum saved the day for the Rays with a spectacular catch. The call from 620 WDAE.
5-4 Rays 9th inning. 1 out, bases empty. Fairbanks a 1-2. Swinging a ball, hits in the gap in right center, coming in Mangum, dives, and did he catch it? Yes, he did! Jake Mangum rolls over, makes the play, and there's 2 out in the 9th.
Number 2.
In Washington, it was a walk-off for C.J. Abrams as the Nationals won the second game of their series with the A's, as we hear on the Nationals Radio Network.
Kelly ready. He kicks and deals. Abrams, a looping line drive, shallow left. That's going to fall for a hit. Hassel's being waved in. The throw to the plate from Soderstrom on 2 bounces. Gets off the glove of the catcher. Hassel scores, and the Nationals win. They had a chance to throw him out. The Langoliers could not hold out to the throw. They're mobbing C.J. Abrams by in second base as the Nationals win in walk-off style 2-1.
Number 1.
We finish in Seattle where the Mariners continue to roll with the help of a big blow from Julio Rodriguez. We get the call from Seattle Sports, 7:10 a.m.
Cannon ready. Runners at second and third, delivers.
Swing and a well-hit ball. Deep to left field. Holy smokes, it is over the out-of-town scoreboard. A rocket to left center. Julio Rodriguez with number 21 on the season. Scores 3 more.
He's the second player with 600 hits, 100 RBI, and 100 stolen bases in the first 4 seasons. Helps the Mariners to their 3rd straight win in 5 of the last 6. Still jamming from the Technotronic there in Top Sounds. Throwback to the 80s. How about the early 80s? Cleveland trying to relive that on Wednesday. That's next. Sports Center all night at ESPN Radio.
Hey, it's Michelle Smallman, and coming up Thursday, Rams quarterback Matt Stafford is dealing with injuries, but can the Rams still compete for a title this season? We'll discuss that and more on Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Sports Center all night. More
Carmen and Yurko.
Yurko's like the only guy who somehow is not putting money in Jeff Bezos'
I've never flown in his flying penises that he had. They're odd-shaped.
Yeah, they are.
Phallic-like symbols.
It's like something out of Austin Powers.
I have no want to go out of the atmosphere.
Really? To say you went
Even
to
if it was
space?
free. I don't want to go there. I'm happy on Earth.
Get Carmen and Yurko podcasts at your favorite pod place or on the ESPN Chicago app. Carmen and Yurko, weekdays noon to 3, ESPN Chicago.
Calming Refuge. Call them today.
Get some knowledge. Attend Whiskey U.
How many Whiskey U's have you been to? Probably been about 10 or 11 Whiskey U's.
Yeah, this is my second one.
Probably 5 or 6. And I came out to that first one, and I was like, oh, well, this is nice.
Top notch. Carmen's amazing.
From then, it just took off for me.
Stay tuned for details on the next session of Whiskey U.
I'm a sophomore, so I think I have 2 years to go, and I'm hoping to get a master's. Fingers crossed.
Whiskey, me?
No! Whiskey, you!
I was leaving home